Your employee's iPhone just became your problem. Hi, my name's Mike Fiffick. I'm a small business attorney, and I'm here to talk to you about allowing your employees to do your business on their personal phones. So your employee is using their personal cell phone to text clients, store customer data, and handle business emails. It's convenient, it saves you money on equipment, and everybody does it. What could possibly go wrong? Well, quite a bit actually. So let's talk about it for a minute. When your employee uses their personal phone for work, your business data, customer contacts, pricing information, confidential communications, client lists is sitting on a device that you don't own, you don't control, and you can't access. When that employee leaves, especially if they leave on bad terms, that data walks out the door with them. You can certainly ask for it back. You can hope that they delete it, but you have no way to verify that and no legal mechanism to compel it unless you've planned ahead. A disgruntled former employee with your entire client list is a pretty big problem that is very hard for you to undo. Personal phones are also not secured like business devices, and so your employee's phone probably doesn't have any type of a remote wipe capability. It may not require a strong password. It's likely connected to unsecured Wi-Fi networks on a regular basis. Heck, their teenager might even use it occasionally. If that phone is lost or stolen and it contains customer data, including names, emails, payment information, or anything else, you may have a data breach on your hands. And depending on your industry and the nature of the data, that breach may trigger a legal notification obligation, regulatory exposure, and potential liability to the customers of yours who are affected. Here's another one that doesn't get enough attention. Business communications on personal phones are still business records. If your company is ever sued, or if you sue somebody else, those text messages and emails sent from a personal device are important to the case and potentially discoverable, meaning the other side can demand them in litigation. But here's the problem. You don't have them. Your former employee does. Or they had them, or maybe they deleted them because it was their phone and they felt like it. Courts are not particularly sympathetic to businesses that can't produce records because they allowed employees to conduct business on personal devices with no oversight, no retention policy. Here's another problem, and this one catches small business owners completely off guard when it happens. If a non-exempt hourly employee of yours is using their personal phone to respond to work emails and texts outside of business hours, and you know about it, or you should, that time may be compensable under state or federal law. In other words, the after-hours text your manager sent your hourly employee asking for a quick update, that could be overtime. Multiply that across several employees over several months, and you've got a wage claim that didn't need to happen. Here's the fix. Better is a simple bring your own device policy. This addresses many of these risks. It could cover what business data can and can't be stored on personal devices, security requirements, what happens to business data when an employment ends, and expectations around after-hours communications. But the best would be a voice over IP system with an app. With a VoIP mobile app, your employee can make business calls without revealing their personal number. Instead, the app displays your official phone number with a caller ID, ensuring professional appearance while keeping personal details private. You can retain your data. These won't eliminate every risk, but it puts your business in a much better position legally and practically than having nothing at all. So letting employees use their own personal phones for work is totally convenient, and it's right up until it isn't. Data loss, security breaches, missing business records, and surprise wage claims are real risks and are all largely preventable with the right policy in place. My name's Mike Fiffick. My law firm is Fiffick Law Group. We have offices in Pittsburgh and suburban Philadelphia. We advise small businesses on matters just like this to help you make better decisions about your business. If you'd like to talk with us, we'd love to talk with you. The link to get a hold of us is right below. Thank you.